So I'm originally from Mississippi, but I'm a Tennessee girl. I grew up 15 minutes from the levee, and as a kid used to watch the Delta Queen come down the river. I'm the daughter of a conservationist and a teacher, so I have a lot of strong men and women in my life who kind of instilled in me a really strong work ethic from the very beginning. People have asked me a lot why I became a lawyer, or if I always knew I was going to be a lawyer, or how I knew. It was just always a part of what I was going to do. I mean, there were those jokes that, I can argue with anyone or talk to anyone. I think I always was very cause-minded, and any cause I could get behind, and I think that was probably the primary driver. I got to work on a U.S. Supreme Court case when I was interning in law school, and it was on behalf of a death penalty client of ours at the Federal Defender's Office in Knoxville, and that work really spoke to my heart in a really deep way. I've had clients who were homeless and were hit by police officers, and no one wanted to take their case, and those have been some of my more interesting cases and the ones that I've been most passionate about. I've had pregnant teen moms who were hit by drunk drivers, and nobody wanted to take their case because they were pregnant teen moms.
What people probably don't realize is how dedicated to service she is. And in her spare time, she does things like feeding the homeless. She works with an organization here in Denver called the Family Tree, and she's raised money for them, a lot of money for them. They work to combat homelessness, domestic violence, and child abuse.
She spends a tremendous amount of time with each client's case. For instance, I know because of COVID, she's had one case continued twice and is getting ready to go to trial for yet a third time. Each time she prepares it as though she is starting anew. I know very few lawyers who are that committed to their clients and their clients' cases.
When I started my firm and I needed help, Jen sent me these, amazing charts and these flow charts that she was using to make sure she could track everything going on in her cases, make sure she was on top of everything for her clients, that nothing slipped through the cracks. And I had never seen that in my years of practice.
I work with a lot of young lawyers because I think I try to seek them out. I didn't have the mentorship I wanted as a young lawyer, so I tried to support young lawyers. And I do tell them that CTLA is an important part of building, whether it's a firm or building your career. For me coming out here, CTLA has been a huge integral part of our firm growing, but also me growing as an attorney.
I have never met someone who is not only so on top of their cases, so motivated for their clients, but also so willing to share everything they know with another person.
I think she treats everybody like family, and her clients know that their case is meaningful to Jen.
There are many trial lawyers who are smart and tenacious, and Jen is certainly one of them. But what makes Jen stand out is the fact that she is compassionate and authentically kind and generous.
Would I do it again is a whole different question, but coming out of law school, I would tell myself not to stay in a place that I'm not happy too long. I would tell myself to have more confidence in myself earlier on and know that I have those legs to stand on and those wings to fly on without having to have a record verdict or a massive case behind me.
And what's really amazing about her is that she's a formidable opponent and she has this strong fighting spirit, but everything that she does is done with utmost professionalism and grace. And I think that's probably the Southern belle in her, but I really admire that about her.